Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello, hello.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Sorry, I didn't have time to do an intro. I didn't have time to do much. How is everyone? Who we got?
Hello.
Kubazo. How you going? Casmo, new subscriber. Sweet, sweet,
Hello,
sweet.
Casma.
Share us out, twist and shout. We all like that.
Doing that. Doing that right now.
Oh, that's right. I'm going to do that too, don't I?
Yeah.
It doesn't do itself, unfortunately.
No, it doesn't.
It really doesn't. Yeah, we're going to share it out. Do all that. Yeah, pop-up reading show for Christmas. So that's it. People don't have to donate. It's just there in case we miss someone and they really, really need a reading. Exchange of energies. All money goes to starving cats. And replenish the land population in Greece fund, because they're all doing. But is it a tradition that they do lamb on a spit?
Yeah, well, we've been prepping that today, so tomorrow there'll be a nice fat lamb,
Yep.
14 something kilos of lamb on the spit. It's going to be cooking for the next a good 4 to 5 hours.
It must be Christmas. I've got a Christmas coffee from my brother. Thank you, bro.
Yay, Christian.
How you going? All right, Merry
Yeah,
Christmas. People, if you could share us out, that would be much appreciated. I better do the same thing. And then we'll do some Christmas readings. Since it is Christmas.
People, hey, kiddies, I'm just going to tell you now, Santa does not come down your chimney. That'll be your parents who put the presents under the trees.
Yeah, damn straight. That's it.
We're not here to lie to people, so stop telling your kids lies. There's no Santa Claus. That is a myth.
I worked it out at a young age when I noticed that Santa used the same wrapping paper as my dad. I'm like, yeah, rookie mistake, Dad. Come on.
Yeah.
No. But I was a kid. I didn't care. I was like, yeah, it's going to come from somewhere.
Yeah, it comes from parents. They work all year, put some money aside. They listen to what you want, and if you've been a good boy or a bad boy or a good girl or a bad girl, you'll get something.
I noticed that you didn't do or a good gender non-Pacific.
What's that? Yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I got no idea.
Each to their own.
There are boys and there are girls. Full stop. The rest of it, not my story. Somebody else.
What about there's hermaphrodites or whatever they call?
Hermaphrodites. Very rare occasions. Yes, they do exist. Very rare.
Not on my watch, Stathi says.
Not on my watch. No, I'm old school, mate.
That's okay.
I remember the old teachings.
Well, that's it. That's it. If the whole fact is that if other people control how you feel, then you're up shit creek before you start.
Yeah.
It's no one's business except yourself, and you're free to be whatever you want to be. Absolutely.
Be whatever you want to be. Just don't tell me that I have to accept something that is not true for me.
Well, that's it. It's like when you get a delivery that's not for you. It's like, no, I ain't signing for that. Yeah, no, send it to the next guy. How is everyone? I'm just sharing out. If you could do the same thing, please share us out.
Critty, Kathleen, hi Kathleen, Becky, Judy, Jacqueline, hi Caroline.
So just sharing out.
Yeah, I'm not a Christmas person, so to me Christmas is something that I looked into a long time ago. But those who enjoy Christmas, enjoy your Christmas Day, enjoy your Christmas Eve, enjoy your family time, your friend time, enjoy. Just have a wonderful weekend.
Man, does that mean I got to get? Should I do Happy Christmas? Oh, I ain't got a Christmas Oracle deck. Do I need a Christmas Oracle deck?
If you have a Christmas Oracle deck.
Yes. No. Why would I want a Christmas Oracle deck?
I don't know.
Yeah, I got Archangel Animals. I guess they'll do.
Arc.
Yeah, Arc. Archangels.
Ah,
Yeah. The first one's for Carolina. Caroline Thomas sees the opportunity courageously.
are you one of those people that lie to children, Judy?
Oh,
And you teach them that
Judy. Oh,
you teach them that lying
no.
is acceptable.
I thought you were above that, Judy. Really? I thought butter wouldn't melt in your mouth. Oh, my God. Now I don't know what to say now. Merry Christmas. Hey, Becky. Hey, Julie, Allison, Judy, Erina. How you going? Jacqueline, Judy, Kathleen. Okay, you beautiful people. I guess I should do some reading since it's a Christmas reading show. But I just got my coffee. Wait a sec. Okay, that's good. Okay, everything's rocking. I've got Dragon's Blood burning, a bit of Palo Santo. And should I do a group reading for everyone? A group Christmas reading?
Yes, you shall.
Okay. Okay, people. Christmas. What's going to happen? We'll know when it happens. Okay, until then, I guess I'll read for you. Okay, people. Take what resonates, what doesn't resonate. Wrap up in pre-used Christmas paper, box it up, and re-gift it to someone else. And if it's a harsh reading and it doesn't resonate, send it to someone that you know, that weird uncle that you really want to avoid come Christmas Day. Okay, he's just being him. He's probably worked hard, letting himself chill, but we're not in judgment here, are we? Okay, group reading for everyone. Uh-oh. Really? Oh. People, we seem to be run. We're running. We want this. We want that. We're running around day in, day out. Things are busy at the moment, but I've got all these cards that are coming out inverted. The first one I've got in the main pile for everyone is the Sage card. Be devoted and committed, but this is inverted. People, I guess we're talking about Christmas. This is how devoted and committed are you to what you're doing, people? Are you there to spread the love? Are you there to spread the cheer when you go out tomorrow to visit family or friends? Or are you just going through the motions? I guess you'll know when you get there. But at the moment, I've got people need to be more devoted and committed because there's a lot going on. There's always stuff happening. But what do you really hope to achieve? You know, are you just waiting for circumstances to line up, or do you really want to make changes to change the world? It's up to us. Okay, and to do that, we have to think outside the box. So if you're doing the same thing in your walk that you were doing a year ago, you might want to have a look. Okay, you might want to recheck it. You might want to relook it because we can't just keep doing the same thing. Because that's comfort zones, and comfort zones we don't grow. But at the moment, Hermit, retreat and recharge has come up, and that's come inverted under unorthodox approach. The people, we got to take time for ourselves. We've got to take time to recharge. I've had like 2 days off this month. This is my 3rd day I've had off this month. Okay, and I've had to turn down jobs for next week. Going, nah. I need some time to myself. I need to recharge. I need to center myself. I need to do some seeking and some spiritual work. But the Sage, how devoted, committed people. What are you trying to achieve? Okay, what are we hoping to achieve? Are we just going through the motions and hoping everything lines up? Okay, or are we serious about what we do? Because inverted next to this, I've got the High Priestess, harnessing the Mystic Power. The Mystic Power. When this card comes up, this card is about you understanding the mysteries, understanding the turnings and the workings of the universe. But coming next to the Sage, inverted, are you devoted, committed? This is saying, are you really committed to what you're doing? Okay, are you really committed to what you're doing? Because at the moment, people, I've got the Druid card for the main action card going, hold the space. Okay, this is a space that we're going to have to hold tomorrow when we're around family, when we're around friends. Some people we like, some people we don't resonate with. That's okay, but it's inverted. So at the moment, this is going to say people are going to struggle to hold space. Okay, but underlining that card, I've got trust in the science, and that's the third person. When we, that we tell someone else, hey, why don't you just do this? Hey, we know how it works. Okay, that's come under this. So this is saying tomorrow, people, you're going to have to dig deep when you're around people, and you're going to have to not get triggered. You're going to have to hold that positive space, no matter what comes, no matter what belief systems comes from other family, what discussion comes up. We're going to have to hold that space, and there's no excuses for not holding that space. Deep down inside, you know what you need to do. You know how it's done. Okay, but if a tool that's not used to do what it's meant to do is a useless tool, is just an object that is worthless. And like us, we have to exercise that right to do what it is that we need to do to hold that space, especially around people that don't know any better. So it's time to choose love, people. It's time to choose love. It's coming inverted. So you're going to get a choice tomorrow at Christmas when someone says something. Are we going in reaction mode, or are we going to hold that space and go, it's okay. It's okay. You're allowed to be whatever it is you are. Okay? Understand that. But come from that heart space and just be accepting tomorrow. And don't take anything to heart. Okay? It's just an opinion. People have opinions. Okay? Underneath that, I've got express a gratitude. Okay, which is interesting because under that I've got to be a curious creature. Curious creature is about having a look at the mechanics. So when we're talking, we're around the family tomorrow, or we're going through the motions, and we just get a bit stressed. People, remind yourself that it's all about coming from that heart space. It's about connecting with family. It's about connecting with friends. Okay, but I've got to express gratitude, and that's coming inverted. So we're going to be thankful for what we have, people. We're going to be thankful for everything we have. Most of us live in a country that's in reasonably good nick, apart from the government. Okay, so just be thankful for what you do have on Christmas. People, some of you might be broke. Some of you might have spent too much. Some of you might be stressed out because you're doing too much. You're trying to make everything perfect, cooking for, cooking a 50-course meal for, 5 people. Okay, and we're just got to remember while we're there, it's about just that connection and just opening that heart and just saying hello to everyone. Okay, just saying hello to everyone and spending a bit of time with people. Okay, that was a group reading for everyone. I hope it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, I hope it resonates tomorrow because you're going to need it.
Something that never was, something that will not be. Always looking forward to it, but missing this moment that be. Tomorrow. Let's see. Will we see tomorrow, or will it now be? People, if you're waiting for the next moment to be grateful, or to say hello, or to pick up the phone and speak to someone, you'll always be waiting for it. Pick up the phone. This is the moment. Whenever you want to speak to somebody, don't wait. Do it. Do it the moment you think of them.
Well, that's it, because that thought will come in your head. Should I ring such and such? There you go. It's your intuition's already saying, hey, get on the buzzer. Exactly. Drop them a line. Or they're thinking of you. You've come into their mind and they're thinking of you. That's what happens too. You ring them up. Hey, I'm just thinking about you. See, people, you're psychic and you're connected and you don't even know it half the time. Okay, some people do, some people don't, but that's what happens, man. Well, I was just thinking about you the other day. Well, that thought, them thinking of you, prompted you to think of them because you connected. It connected, and then before you know it, you get that thought in, ring them.
You want to increase your intuition, that's how you increase your intuition. When you feel or think of someone, that's the moment you call them. That's the moment you contact them. Don't wait. And the more you do it, the more your intuition will increase as well to feel what's around you. Because you're doing it in the moment, not waiting. If you're waiting, you'll constantly be waiting.
I know it would be good. A number of destiny.
A number of destiny? I haven't given a number, have I? I didn't give you a number. I'll throw a number in that.
In the private chat, preferably. And Sydney will sort that out. So, people, we will start with a number of destiny when we find out what it is. But if you pick the number, you get an extended reading from somebody Might be me, might not be me. Could be the reindeer beneath me, or could be that yellow bell that's just a bit lopsided. But that's okay. It's Christmas. It's all good. So, people, if you would like an extended reading courtesy of Healing with Stathi, which is that guy, please type in a number between a 10 and 30, and whoever gets the magic number of destiny, it's the universe coming into synchronicity saying, hey, you need a reading. And if you've had 1,000 readings and you get the reading, then you're going to get a real reading. A real reading to you. Oh, we're not like that. I'm not like that. Yeah, just a little. But that's okay. I just look into my crystal ball. Yeah, it looks like glass. Oh my God, I can see a thumb through it, a finger through it. I'm not here to scry, to create cheer, not to cry. Hashtag 11. No, well, it was 11, but there was no hashtag there.
We have a winner. Look at your screens, people. The winner is up.
The winner is up. Caroline, anything you wanted me to look into? Yep, nothing. Okay, fine. What, Caroline? You know me. Okay, come from the heart space. Caroline, can I just get you to just send to yourself, put down the wine, and I'm just kidding. Pick it up. Just send to yourself. Big breath in, big breath out. Send on that heart space. A lot of energy coming from your throat chakra at the moment, Caroline. Ooh. Okay. Everything all right? There's not an exchange of words happening with someone. So I got a feeling something behind in the middle of the back. Okay. Caroline, where is your focus and your energy at the moment? Where's it going? What's happening? Okay. So exchange of words, because the first card I've got for you is the Earth Mother. It's inverted, so after feel love and comforted with it. That's usually a stress card. That's usually something that's ticked us off. Everything is good, passed over a little while ago. Okay, well, it just feels like there's a little bit of stress. I don't know if there's something playing in the mind. It could be something to do, might not be to do with anything. Okay, it might just be not to do with anyone. But I got this stress. Like it almost feels like direction. Okay, like what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, I'm not stuck in a rut. It's just It's like, what do I do? What do I do? Where do I go? Where do I go? Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know that thing that you just dealt with. Okay, yeah. I feel like there's still judgment there. Okay, judgment that has to be cleared. Okay, that's acting like a little block because I've got Earth Mother, and coming off Earth Mother, I've got an unfair judgment. This is things. It's not always fair. It's not about it's not about what's fair. It's what happened, and we got to understand. Sometimes people are just in shitty places making shitty calls because they're unhappy about their shitty choices. Okay, because I've got the bottom card of your main pile. It's interesting. I've got the fire guarding Ignite Your Passion. Okay, when this card comes up, it's looking direction, or we've got that feeling that there's more. We need more. We want more. There's a yearning. There's more. It's not that we feel empty. We're just like, what, okay, what do we do? But what's interesting is coming out of the stress and the unfair judgment, I've got the Air Guardian Shift Your Perception. Okay, so this is where we've got to understand that the people's shit is their own, and instead of getting angry and pissed off, we got to go understand that they're just sad, making sad choices because they're in a sad spot. Regardless of how it affects us, we've got to rise above that crap. Okay, we've got to play the multidimensional level. We've got to play, the big game level. We can't get into judgment because when we're into judgment on others, we're into judgment on ourselves. That's where judgment starts. It starts on others self. But I've got the fighting guardian coming up here saying, don't worry about that crap. Don't worry about what's going on. Okay. You have to ignite your passion because looks like things have been a bit all over the place. Not just emotionally, but just keeping that positivity the most. But when the fire guardian comes up saying ignite your passion, it's like, get back to what is it that you hope to be doing? What is it that you aspire to grow to? Okay, what is it that you're trying to do? But when we ignite our passion, we've got to find that flame. We've got to find what excites us, what brings us joy. Okay, and we can't just stay in the same comfort zone. Sometimes we've got to push the barrel, because I've got your main 2 action cards here. I've got 2 cards, and it came up again. The first card I pulled for you at the beginning of your show, the Eagle, sees the opportunity courageously. But next to that, the main card for your action pile, it's like time to take action, is the Trader, and this card's inverted. Exchange of energy and created abundance. So this is telling me where you're putting your energy at the moment. Energy is not going to the place where it needs to be going. It needs to be going to you. It needs to be going into your growth. It needs to be going into your shadow work. It needs to be going you, building you to become best possible version of you can. And you're doing all this stuff. I know you do heaps of readings and that for other people, but sometimes you've got to say, man, they can worry about themselves. It's time for me to worry about me. It's time for me to develop me. It's time for me to seize the opportunity for me. It's time for me to learn who I am and peel back the layers of myself so I can grow, because I see you doing stuff for other people all the time and giving them information, helping them. But it just really feels like now it's time for you to seize the opportunity and strip back yourself to really take it up a notch, to really take it up a level, to really start to get in there and grow and go, you know what? Yeah, I've helped plenty of other people. What about me? Okay. And not still will help people. We won't continue to help people, but sometimes we have to push others aside and go, wait a second, I've got to get me right first. I've got to get the finance on my details of my growth first. And we all have to do it. At the moment, I'm busy. I'm doing other stuff. That's why I haven't been live as much, because I've got to do stuff for me. Okay. Moving new directions, changing all sorts of things. Brilliant. Okay. But sometimes I've got to do that because opportunity is around you at the moment. And with the Trader, you're looking in the other direction and you're passing up opportunities. The universe is bringing you opportunities. The universe is going to still bring you heaps of opportunities. But, okay, where they lead to, that's up to you. But there seems to be opportunity because of your perception and the way that you've been feeling and getting over stuff. So this is why it's so important for us to get out of that, if there's any judgment or, that old stuff, release that power, get focused back on the basics, align that heart, get just sparking right up there, because the universe is throwing you opportunities and you're giving attention to other stuff that doesn't need your attention at the moment. So the universe is just saying, hey, look, bring it back to you. Bring it back to you, Caroline. You know, because the eagle's there, ready to go. Once you're ready to go, but at the moment, okay, it's about you taking time to reflect, and I really feel this is about your growth at the moment. Okay, there's going to be some stuff that's going to come up, but at the moment, really look at the energy that I've got the mirror going. Really look at the energy that you're putting out to other people at the moment. Okay. Because next to that, I've got the curious creature, and the curious creature's like, let's go having a look at things, having a real deep dive and looking at things and going, wait a sec, I really got to see what's going on there. I've really got to get my hands on it, because sometimes, you know, we're creator beings, Caroline. We're creator beings. So we create, not go into the past and go into all these thoughts about the past, because we just project that and end up manifesting that as a future, more of the past. Okay, so it's really time for you to reflect and just come into the moment and go, okay, what do I wish to create now? Okay, what do I wish to create? Okay, and the last card I've got, the second to last card I've got for you is Stand Your Ground. So there's going to be some stuff happening soon around you. I've got the Be Neutral card come underneath it. That means that there's going to be some tests coming up for you. Okay, yeah, I know. Constantly examining ourselves, but yeah, we're Virgos. We can, with the art of sliding it into the area that we're good at. Virgos are great for that. I should know. I'm a Virgo too. Okay, but at the moment, there's some stuff coming up. I've got this mountain card. Okay, moving forward, stand your ground and be neutral. So there's going to be some triggers. There's going to be some testing coming up, and this is a perfect time. People like go, when they go through hard times or they go through something trying, they're like, oh, when's it going to be over? When's it going to be over? What we should be asking ourselves is, where's the lesson? What do I have to learn? So this no longer becomes a problem and no longer becomes a trigger for me. So there's a bit of work coming up. Needs you to dig deep and just remind yourself what energies you're putting out, because there's something that but you know what it's like. All the information is within us, Caroline, and as soon as we shift a bit of our perception, we'll see it from another point of view, and then the universe is like, okay, that's what I told you in the first place, but you weren't seeing it from the angle. It'll be all Mickey and Rory, and I'll get you a happy card. An extremely happy card. I think after that, you deserve a very, very happy card. And your very happy card is the Tiger. Accept your magnificence. There you go. Well, go and do some journeying. Go and do a sweat lodge. Go and do something like that. There's plenty of stuff out there where you can get go and get some special medicine and get guided by a shaman or something. Try something outside the box. I've got unorthodox approach. You're going to have to move somewhere outside of the box, Caroline, and you're going to have to find out how to strip that down, because we're creatures of a habit and it's going to be there somewhere. That's why we're going to get curious. That's why I had the curious creature come up. That's when we're going to dig deep and go, okay, what am I missing? Do I have to do something that I haven't done? Do I have to look at my beliefs? Do I have to throw out all my belief systems and start again? Okay, because our cup getteth full, even in this line of work. And if we don't empty our cup now, then we can only fit so much in our cup. Okay, I hope that's helped you, love. Merry Christmas.
There's always the unknown which is presented. It's presented more than anyone can imagine. We only have the unknown. But when we try to understand the unknown, with the known, all we're going to see is the known. And we'll never see the unknown and what it has to present to us. There is much that you can see, but you choose to see with the old eyes. The old eyes don't work anymore. They'll only show you what the old eyes show you. That's what is normal, standard stuff that is going on. Everything that you're used to, everything that you want to see. What you need to see, though, which is very different to wanting to see, is in the unknown. Don't have expectations. Those expectations are blinding you from what is there in front of you. But it is not what you expect it to be. That unknown is what you are to look for. Start working with your chakras. I've told you this before and I'll say it again. your solar plexus, your sacral, and your base. Three main ones that keep popping up. In the back area, closer to your sacral itself, and your solar plexus, in between those two areas. Work with those. Ground yourself. You're too much in your head. Way too much. There is an emptiness and a darkness around you as well. And that could be what you mentioned earlier. I'm not quite certain about that one, but it's not something that I would be too concerned about, but it is there lingering. And if you keep lingering in that space, it just becomes bigger and bigger. Stop looking at things the way that you expect them to be. You can create. We are all creators, but as Brooke mentioned, I'm in agreement with him. If we think the old ways, we will create the same way as we've always done. You need to change your thinking, change the way that you see things. And hopefully you'll be able to see that which you have not been seen. It's there, it's before you. It's just you're using your old eyes. And I don't have much more for you.
Okay. Hey, Natasha. Natasha and Nada, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, that would be harsh. Okay. Anything. Hazelnut syrup, Alison, goes really good in coffee. There's something. No? Just okay. I have a pay it forward reading to do, courtesy of the lady with the big heart and those funny boots. Okay. Cindy, would you pick someone to read for?
Ban Cindy.
Ban Cindy? Really?
Yeah,
Are we banning Cindy already?
Yeah, she posted. She didn't post them. Upset.
No, man, I can't even find the band Cindy. Do I have the band Cindy? No, it's not on this. I thought it was on here. Remember Destiny, Cindy? I thought I had band Cindy somewhere, but I don't. Okay. Cindy, pick someone. You've been waiting for someone to get banned? Really? My God. Okay, people, pick a number between 10 and 30. Okay. So put that thing up again. Cindy, I just put a number for a reading for Cindy, a number between 10 and 30. Whoever gets the magic number will... What's it? 10. Number between 10 and 30 people. Whoever gets the magic number will get the magic reading. Courtesy of Cindy. Whew. Hey, Kathleen. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Stephen. Kathleen, how you going? Hey, Nika. We've got a paid reading, extended reading. Pick a number between 10 and 30, and if you get, you're onto it. That was quick. Straight away, boom, onto it. Like your style. It tastes like almond milk. Tastes chilly, or is that just what was on my tongue before? 11 with a kiss. Tracy, you spoil me. Okay, Kathy. Where you from, Kathy? Hey, Sonia. Okay. Julie, really? What would Judy say? She'd be like, yeah, whatever. Okay, Kathy. Can you do a favor for me? Can you just take a big breath in, hold it for a couple of seconds, and big breath out. Just focus onto that heart space, please. Kathy. What's going on? I've got things that are all over the place at the moment. You're inside your head, you're overthinking, things aren't going smooth sailing. What is going on? Okay, look. I don't know what you're going through at the moment, but it's really time to stop playing the blame game. It feels like there's a blame game getting played somewhere. Okay. And the problem is when we start playing the blame game is we go into victim mentality. And it's like, well, they did this, so it's not fair. Life's hard, and it is. Let's not lie about it. Life can be hard. Life can be trying. Things can be unfair. Things can suck. Okay. But at the moment, it just feels like the main card is the order. Move beyond ancestral patterns. You're caught stuck in patterns. You're wanting things to change in your life. You want to move forward in your life, or you want change to come into your life, but you're doing the same cycle. Okay? Einstein said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing every day and expecting different results. Okay? Things keep going the way they're going at the moment, you're going to get the same results. It looks like that you've tried to make some effort in some areas, which is great, which is awesome, but at the moment it feels like the blame game. There's still too much of a blame game, and you know what, we got to get out of the blame game, because when we're blaming others, it's like we depend on circumstances to dictate how our life's going to turn. We determine what other people, how other people react to us to make us happy. Okay, this is giving away your power. It feels like you're giving away all your power to the rest of the world. Blame. Look, it's not. Things are expensive. Oh, that guy cut me off at the lights. He shortchanged me. I did so much for someone else, and they didn't do nothing for me. Blame's everywhere. Okay, but it feels like a blame game. It feels like because the universe is trying to show you some stuff to help you grow. It's trying to point out some of your routines. It just feels like there's some cycles that you're stuck in, and when we're stuck in the cycles, okay, this is getting you in. This is getting you into gratification. Okay, you're hunting down gratification, whether it be food, chocolate, drinking, or whatever it is. Netflix and popcorn. Okay, you're craving those comfort zones, something to gratify you. Okay, it's like, okay, at the moment, but at the moment, it's about you understanding that you have to start breaking your patterns, getting out of your old habits. Okay, old habits, we need to get out of it, because the first card I've got for you, obviously, is the elder moves past ancestral patterns. Okay, and the bottom card on your main pole is the air guardian. Shift your perception. Okay, what blame is it? It's, man, that's for you to work out, Kathy. What blame is it? That's for you to work out. Okay, I'm not here to fix anyone. I'm here to steer you in the right direction so you can fix yourself. Okay, but that's what you have to work out for yourself. Okay, it's time to intend and create. It's time you put an intent, like you want change. It feels like that you want change, but there's not much change happening at the moment. Okay, not the change that you wanted, because the universe is saying, hey, you've got some stuff to do. You've got some stuff to look at. And this is not looking around at others. This is not looking at circumstances. This is looking at oneself. Okay, because it feels like you've got, you know, at the moment you've seen how life is, and okay, it works this way and that should work this way, and maybe it should, maybe it shouldn't, but it doesn't matter. What happens. Okay, we can't go, well, things aren't so black and white. Okay, but just we're going to stop. It feels like you're going, oh, well, that happened, so this happened and that happened. Things are just what they are. We're going to stop looking at things and going, cause, you know, it's like the cause and effect is running the show for you. Okay, because the main action card I've got is the Seer's card. See beyond your current situation. That means at the moment you're focused on all the blocks. You're focused on too many negatives. You're focused on stuff that you're struggling with. Okay, it's time to take the focus off. In the big picture of things, these are minor details, but this seems to be consuming your mind. The small stuff seems to be caught up in the small stuff, and this is becoming a distraction for you. Okay, because I got the snake here. Shed the old skin. Okay, there's things that you need to change. There's old ways of doing things that are no longer serving you. You need to make some changes. I got the stand up and fight card next to that. That's saying the universe is saying, look, you want change. You want things to change? Then we're going to change them, Kathy. We're going to change them. We're going to step out. We're going to move forward. We're going to be, but this is the hard bit. This is the bit that people don't want to do, Kathy. I got inverted here. Be brave and honest. This is a knight. This is a very powerful card. The knight. It's inverted. This is talking about oneself. But this is where people choose not to go. Okay? This is why most people stay in the same routines all their life, and they never change, because they're not prepared to be brave and honest about themselves, about their patterns. Okay? We just want to make excuses, and we don't need to. Okay, all we need to do is we make choices all the time. No beating up ourselves. All we're going to do is, I got to make a better choice. Next choice, better choice. Because I've got the knight, be brave and honest with yourself. That's inverted. And what I've got inverted next to that is blinded by bias. Okay, so this is saying is there is a false perception that you built around yourself as a defense mechanism. And you're not even sure you're guarded. You've guarded yourself. You've wrapped yourself up in a bubble and going, no, I'm good. It's all this other stuff happening. No, there is stuff. There is healing work that needs to be done, Kathy. There's layers that need to be stripped down. Okay? You've put yourself in a cocoon. You need to unravel it and start having a look at what's underneath, because there's stuff that needs to be healed. There's a lot of healing there that needs to be done, Kathy. And until we can be honest. Who cares about other people? It's not about the other person. Okay, see, if it's about the other person, well, then they're responsible. Oh, they're responsible for it, not me. Don't worry about the other people. It's about us. It's about understanding yourself. It's about being honest with yourself. It's about admitting. It's about looking at stuff that you don't want. Stuff that you don't want to look at. the stuff you don't want to admit to. Okay? Because this stuff is acting like an anchor at the moment in your life. It's acting like an anchor, and it's creating resistance, and it's stopping you from moving to the next level. It's keeping you caught in comfort zones. It's keeping you caught in routines, and you need to be prepared to look at it, to break it down. Okay? This is what we all have to do. This is what most people won't dare to do. And then they'll go from reading show to reading show, and then in 20 years' time, their life will still be the same. Okay? But it's hard, Kathy. But what we just got to ask ourselves, what do we hope to achieve? Okay? On your main pile, the middle card, inverted, express gratitude. Express gratitude. Why do we express gratitude? It's giving thanks. Why do we give thanks for stuff regardless of what's going on, good or bad? It's because why would we give thanks for something that's shitty? Why? Because there's always something to learn. Everything happens for a reason, Kathy. Okay? It's not just about moving forward. Move forward, we have to strip ourselves back and heal ourselves and deprogram ourselves. Okay? We got to rip out our belief systems. We're going to rebuild ourselves. We're going to strip away the crap. That's why most people just chase gifts. You get people that chase gifts. Why? Because they don't want to strip back the true core. Let's just tune into let's just tune into something and call ourselves spiritual. I'm done with that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's about stripping ourselves back, Kathy, and healing ourselves. It's about the evolution of the consciousness, not about what we can and can't do. Okay? And it's hard. It's hard, Kathy. It's real hard. It's confronting. Most people don't want to do it. Okay? But the universe is just asking, saying, "Hey, man, you're gonna stand up and fight, or this is gonna go around and around and around." You know why? Because I got the monkey card come up for your last card, and this is what your higher selves want for you. Experience all that life has to offer. Okay? That's your team. That's you. That's what they want. I want you to experience all that life has to offer. Which means we've got to look at sometimes at the stuff that we don't like to look at. It's hard. It's very confronting. But that's okay, Kathy. That's okay. A message like that comes up, right? It's good. It's strong. Because the universe is like, come on, Kathy, you're good for it. You know? Good for it. I hope that's helped you.
Two things that stand out the most, the strongest energy that I feel is, one of them is you're tired. I feel like you're very tired. The other one is that there's something you don't want to do. There's something that you're preventing yourself from doing. I don't know what that is, but it just feels like there's something that you just don't want to do it. It's something you probably already know and are aware of. To move forward, which is really interesting, because to move forward you have to move backwards. And to move, to do that, what you need, what is really, look, the journey, if someone's prepared to take the journey, and if they're going to be honest with themselves, the first thing to start doing is asking yourself, who is it that I am? Really ask yourself that. Are you what you've been told? Are you the beliefs you hold on to? Are you the thoughts that you think? How deep do you really want to go? How much forward do you want to move? How much back do you want to go to see where you are right now? To understand oneself, to be oneself, one questions everything that they believe. How did I believe this? Where did I learn this? Who told me this? That is a beginning. That is just a start. to go deep within oneself, to truly look at oneself and to understand oneself in such a way that it's not about what someone tells you, it's about what is right for you. Start working with yourself and really being present in yourself. Get out of your head. Your head's just spinning a million miles an hour. You're over here, you're over there, you're thinking about what it was, you're thinking about what it could be and where I can be going and what I can be doing. But it's not going to help you. That's just going to keep you outside of your present moment. Everyone does this. Everyone does this. Everyone's thinking about what they're going to do next, never doing anything in the moment other than thinking about what the next move is going to be. To truly understand oneself, and that's where the journey really is. It's not about, as Brooke just mentioned, it's not about what I can do. Yeah, you can do a lot of things. We can all do a lot of things. But to be able to bring that potential out, one needs to understand who one is. And to really know yourself, to really go deep within yourself, that's when it doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter what anyone can do or cannot do, because you don't focus on it. You don't look at what someone else is doing. You don't look at what someone is saying, because you understand yourself and you know how things work for you. That's where you begin. You begin by questioning. Don't be afraid to ask those questions. Truly ask those questions. And if you're not certain, dig. Go deeper within them. Ask where you got to believe what it is that you believe. Why are you preventing yourself from moving forward? Ask those questions. Work on your chakras. Ground yourself. You're very ungrounded. Work with your base chakra. Really important, base chakra. Be here present. Work on your sacral, your solar plexus. Your heart, you've closed it off. You're not speaking. Well, you don't know what to say. You don't know what to speak about, because everything you're speaking about has been regurgitated from somebody else. You're repeating what has already been said. It's not going to assist you. Stop imagining too much. You're over-imagining, overthinking. You're not allowing the energies to just flow the way that they could be flowing. Start taking care of yourself. And, when there's something that you don't want to do, maybe that's exactly what you're required to do. And by doing it, you might feel that energy raise again. You are tired. I do feel that you're tired, and that's what I keep getting stronger than anything else, which is the tiredness. Tired. I don't know what you're tired for. Maybe you're just tired of everything. Well, unless you do something for yourself and start getting into that depth, you're always going to be tired. But don't focus on what you're going to do. Focus on what you are doing, because this is where it begins. It begins right now, not tomorrow. It's always about now, doing it now, starting now, asking those deep questions now, not later. I hope that's helped you.
And I think we can do one more for Cindy. Yes. Cindy, you pick the number. Cindy, do you want to put a number in the private chat between 10 and 30? There you go. People, Cindy has put a number up between 10 and 30. So if you would like to have a reading from... Please put a number between, only if you haven't had a reading. Only if you haven't had a reading. A number between 10 and 30. Okay. Hey, Angelita. 11. Yeah, it's too 33.11. It's too predictable. Okay, I'm thinking the number right now. Come on, connect with the third eye. Ooh, I can feel someone's trying to get in. Hey, Mandy.
Mandy.
Unlucky for some. What's unlucky for some? 13. Yeah.
Say belief systems.
If you've got 13 kids, it could be stressful. Oh, Mandy, how could you? How could you? Ban Stathi. I guess it's.
Stathi's going to go and get a coffee.
What should we ban Cindy?
Ban Cindy.
Ban Stathi. We could ban them. Oh, I have a Christmas cat. Hey, Candles. Hey, baby. Oh, just make yourself at home. That's fine. The cat's looking at me weirdly. Hey, baby girl, what are you doing? Okay, keep picking a number, people. We haven't got the number. There's a number there between 10 and 30, and whoever picks the lucky number will get the lucky reading. What's up, Candles? I bought some like these stick treats for the cats. They're on special. Thought, yeah, I'll try them. Both the cats were like, yeah, no, don't like it. Bugger off. What is it? What sort of crap you're trying to feed me? Okay. Candles, are you right? But don't go that way. Hey, baby girl, come back this way. That's it. Jump off the desk onto the ground. No, the ground. Get onto the ground, Candles. Thank you, Candles. Okay. Pick another number, people. I'll give you a clue. It's between 11 and 29. No, it's between 12 and 28. That's between 13 and 27. Chantal! Hello? Okay. We have a Christmas special on. Buy one Christmas and get the next Christmas free. So, okay, a number between 10 and 30. Guys, have another crack at it. I guess we can go Kim afterwards. We'll go Chantal and Kim because they virtually came up at the same time. So there could be lag in the internet. So we'll do Chantal and then we'll do Kim. Kimmy, we'll do you after, Kim. Okay. And these are readings courtesy of the lady that can't be banned. A lot of people have tried. Okay. Chantel, if you could just center yourself, big breath in, big breath out, focus on the heart space. Okay, options and choices coming up for you, Chantal. Options and choices. Okay. Things might have been feeling stagnant lately in certain areas. Okay, there's going to be a crossroad in your spiritual growth at the moment. Not a crossroad, there's going to be a choice to make. Okay? Even though sometimes things feel like it feels like things that get just a bit too much here and there in areas, but okay, it's just an illusion. Okay, things are really going to open up. Things are opening up for you. It just doesn't always feel like it. Okay. There's going to be some choices coming up. Oh! This reading, Chantal, will in no way seem like homework. Oh, definitely change coming up. The universe is shaking up for you at the moment, Chantal. Okay, it's shaking. It's going to shake. Things are going to change. Things are asking to change. Things are wanting to change. I've got, look. It almost feels like there's a verge of change happening at the moment. Oh, yep. Okay, the first card I've got for you on your main pile is a Star Ancestor. Follow the voice in your soul. What is it you truly desire? Okay, because at the moment, there's it's like there's a ripple effect waiting to happen. Okay, there is a ripple effect. There's a calling that hasn't been answered yet, and there's a big calling. There's stuff that needs to be stepped forward into, but at the bottom of your main pile, I've got the shape shifter, transform and unveil your gifts. That's inverted next to make a choice to make. Okay, so there seems some indecision, but in the middle, I've got the hunter. Track down your fears and your desires. So this is the universe saying, hey, man, you're just getting started. It's game on at the moment. Okay, there's a few things to work through. Time to empty that cup, let go of it, because, you trust your instincts, you trust your, the animal guardian, trust your instincts, your intuition, trust your instincts. But this is like, I just feel like the universe is saying, time to take it up, time to take it up a level, time to level up. Okay, because I've got look, the shapeshifter inverted. Make a choice, rise them up. These cards are all inverted. Okay, Star Ancestors leading it. Okay, follow that voice in your soul. The car crossing them all is the hunter. Track down your fears and your desires. What is it that you want? What's stopping you from reaching it? And the universe is just like, come on, you've got the stuff. Because your main action card I've got, Chantal, is the Direction Guardian. Choose your path. Okay. And your instincts are good. So the clarity, don't worry about the clarity. The universe is just saying, look, you got to feel the vibe. But it's time to make a choice, because you're built for so much more. Because I've got the Seas card underneath, see beyond your current situation. That's the universe saying, hey, look, just because things look like this way at the moment, there's still so much more there. There's so much more potential. There's things waiting to change. There is a big change waiting to happen. Okay, but time to see past that current situation. Okay, because when we're looking at the current situation, I mean, we're keeping it real in that, but then we're seeing what's holding us in place. We're seeing circumstances. Okay, too much focus on some circumstances. I just really feel like there's something. There's a massive amount of potential there. But I've got here. Look underneath the Sears card. Okay, see beyond your current situation. There's the wise one. Okay, grow within your current situation. Okay, so there could be some stuff that's hanging around that you still have to deal with that you don't want to have to deal. It's time for you to see something there. Okay, time to see something and make a change in the way that you go about it. Okay, open that heart. There's a perception, and so there'll be some stuff around you that the universe is like, "Yeah, man, I'm holding you there until you see it. Come on, see, well within your pay grade, until you see it." The universe is like, "Hey, man, this is part of what you asked for." Okay, so it's time to put those feelers out. I've got heal the vibe. And this is inverted. Okay, this is a scorpion, and they don't just go and attack everything, right? Like like a lot of animals, how when you're switched on, you can be dangerous animals. They can be cool around you because they put out, they'll feel for the vibe and test the waters and just see, okay, they don't feel like a threat. Let's hold back. Okay, but that's inverted. Okay, so there's a bit more. There's something you need to really feel out and work out. It could be some healing. It's definitely something to do with healing. It feels like healing, almost healing lineage. Okay, but at the moment, just be neutral and put the feelers out. But there's definitely something's coming in. Something needs to be seen. Something needs to be chosen. Something needs to be dug up. But it's like, it feels like there's a holding pattern. The universe is like, come on. You can work past this. You can work past this. Because there's massive change. Just sitting here waiting. I've got, the world in the hands is waiting to make a choice. Okay, standing there with the world in your hands, just looking out, going, okay, what to do. It's all there. I will get you a... Oh, comments. I haven't comments. Okay, and your happy card is the Swan. Demonstrate a grace and majesty. You can do that. I'm sure you can. Okay, I hope that's helped.
Hi, Chantal. Chantal, can I just get you to bring your focus to your forehead? Let me know when you start to feel like a pulsing the forehead area. Like a tapping, more like a pulsing area. Now we're there. Chantal. Okay, good. Have you been having pressure, head area? As I feel that there's pressure around the head area itself, but more inner, more towards the right side. It's not overly uncomfortable, but uncomfortable at times. I feel a sadness when I focus on you, especially when I focus in this particular area. It's not something that's overwhelming you or something that's controlling, but there is something there around you at this moment. I feel this is not necessarily something that's there now, but I feel this is coming. And I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I feel something sad. Sad news is something that's going to reach you very soon. And I feel that your head is pulsating on that for that reason. Someone's trying to get in touch with you. Someone wants to tell you something. Something's coming your way, and it's going to be a bit of sadness. There's a little bit of sadness, but that's very strong at this moment. It's around you at this moment. It's the energy is very strong. It is a strong energy as well. Some news you're going to actually receive, and I can't get away from it, so it continues. When you feel that pressure, what I do when I feel sometimes pressure, depending on which side, I focus it to the center. I focus it to the center of my head, deep inside towards the center. Now, that applies as well when you're hearing ringing. When you get ringing on one side of it, whether it's right ear or left ear, sometimes it comes both sides. Bring your focus to the center of your head and hear it in stereo. You'll start to resonate a little bit different with it as well when you start putting that focus into it instead of just listening into it on one side. Keep your focus on your heart chakra and just work with your heart chakra. Allow that to actually just increase. Just work with green, color green. Emerald green is the color that I'm going to tell you to just keep focus on your heart chakra. Keep yourself grounded, and you'll know what it is very soon, sooner than. It's a sadness, and I can't get away from that, so I'm going to just repeat that so I won't continue with it. But it is there, and it is something that you're more than likely you're aware of it, but I don't know about that. All I know is that the energy is around you at this point in time. So keep your focus on your heart chakra, keep it open, and allow that to absorb whatever it is that it's going to be. Your sacral is fine, so you're very creative, and that's a good part about it, which is going to allow you to continue and be able to deal with whatever it is that's coming your way. Don't overstrain your back. I want to say that very strongly. Don't overstrain your back, especially around your shoulder areas, towards your shoulder blades. Just be cautious when you're working. Your spine can you can knock out a disc or two. So just be cautious on that aspect of it. So just be careful when you're actually doing lifting any weights or anything like that around you. Keep yourself grounded and allow the energies to just unfold the way that they're going to unfold. You'll get through it, and it's something you probably, I feel that you are aware of whatever it is. So just allow that to come through. That's all I have to say regarding that aspect of it. Everything feels fine. Throat chakra can work a little bit more. You can do a little bit extra on that. Good. Work on your throat chakra, but I feel that it is fine. It just needs a little bit of extra work on it. It just feels tightness around that area. But I think that also, as you just mentioned, your jaw can be affecting this area here. So it's underneath, it comes to the side of your ear. Solar plexus is good. Do some cord cutting. You'll benefit from that. And keep yourself grounded. But you are grounded, yes. As grounded as you might feel you are, do conscious grounding. Allow that to unfold for you as well. So the conscious grounding is exactly what you're going to require in the coming, I don't even want to say days, weeks, I don't want to say anything, but just keep yourself consciously grounded and allow that to happen. Don't overthink whatever the situation might be. Don't overthink it and allow that to just absorb within you. You'll come out of it fine, but it'll be heavy for a little while for you as well. So I didn't have anything better, but that's just too strong. I just I had to say it. Thank you, Chantal.
Okay, Kimmy. Still there? Kimmy Diaz. Yeah, it is the girl cat candle. Candles. Candles. You want dinner, don't you?
Kathy, we're in Australia. I don't know where you are.
Candles, pull a card. She doesn't pull cards. Okay.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Go in the room right now.
Are you right, Kim? Matters of the heart at the moment you're dealing with? Stuff that you want to say that doesn't matter if you say it? Feeling good? Okay, I'm getting there needs to be. I'm feeling you need to dig deeper in what you're doing at the moment, Kim. It feels like there's too much of a rigidness. Okay, and this will start presenting itself. Okay, always, no matter what happens, everything happens for a reason. Express gratitude, express gratitude, express gratitude. Why? Because there's a lesson there. There's something to learn. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because it feels like, yeah, looks like there's a bit of this part of you that feels bound. Okay, like, but the first card I've got for you is the Shaolin Master, and this is in averted. Okay, I've got all these. I basically got the universe here saying, "Come on, Kim, time to move, time to act, time to create." Because what we do is we spend all our time thinking about what's happened, and then we just create more of that in the future. Okay, there's still judgment here. There's still judgment on your side. You're still in judgment on yourself. There's still judgment happening around. We're going to get out of that because it's got you in reaction mode. I've got the Shaolin monk here. What does Shaolin monk say? Be graceful with a movement and action. And he's inverted. So what he's saying is you're in reaction mode. It happens. Kim, we get tired. Okay. That's okay. That's where he's at. That's his problem. That's his bullshit. That's for him to deal with. Okay? And it's hard not to get dragged into it, but it's not about that anymore. This is saying it's about you. It's not about him. It's got nothing to do with him. Nothing ever has. It's not about him, your life. It's about you. Okay? Because I got on the bottom of my, okay, because I've got you in reaction mode, and I've got your, see, look, he makes excuses. Yeah, we all get, it's, okay, I've got the peacekeeper, let go of the need to be right. Okay, when this comes up, it means we're still in judgment. Okay, and why we're in judgment on others? Because we're still in self-judgment. Okay, it's about breaking that down. Okay, but what I've got at the bottom of your main pile is I've got the star ancestor, follow the voice in your soul. Okay, you are built. It's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to create. It's time for you to create that change. It's time for you to stir that person up that's inside and going, my God, I am the change. I'm a creative being. It's time for me to create. Instead of waiting for circumstances to line up or waiting for things to change, it's time to create. Just go, fuck it. I'm going to create. Kim, go, fuck it. Yeah, I'm going to create. Okay, it's time for you to create. Okay. Because there's more at play here. Okay. Boyfriend, cool. New boyfriend, good. Okay, but you should be making yourself happy. Even though they make you happy, brilliant, perfect. Okay, but it's not his job to make you happy. It's your job to make you happy. It's your job to know you. That's fine. But at the moment, look, I've got the Air Guardian. Shift your perception. This is your main action card. Okay, you need to start living for yourself. You need to start doing, and this is coming up that you need to dig deep and you need to fire up your belly and go, what is it that I'm made for? What is it that makes me stir? What is it? What do I hope to achieve? Because if you're just getting distracted with another relationship, okay, one relationship to the next relationship, it doesn't leave much time to get to know ourselves. Okay, but then when you get into reaction mode, oh, they made me feel great. Okay, they made me feel upset. That's reaction mode. We've got to watch out for that. Okay, but at the moment, I've got the Air Guardian here. Shift your perception. This is inverted. So this is hey, this is how things are. This is what I want. And the universe is going, hey, Kim, there's more. Because there's a calling on your life. There's something that you're made to do. There's something more, but there's no movement being made on it. This is stagnant. This is distraction. This is distraction happening all around. Distractions happen now and then. That's okay. But we've got to get back on the path. We've got to get the path of knowing us at the moment. I've got moving forward. I've got the Sage card inverted. So this is struggling. Be devoted and committed. And next to that, crossing that, I've got be a curious creature. What do you hope to achieve, Kim? What do you want? How far do you want to dig? Okay. Most people just go through the motions. They never get serious. What do you want? There is more. There's, I don't know if you want to call them timelines or whatever you call it, but there is higher potential there waiting to be dug in, and the universe is waiting for you at the moment. And it seems like I don't know if it's you talking smack about yourself or someone talking, but there's bad information coming in somewhere, and you're above that, Kim. Someone's blowing smoke up your ass. I don't know if it's you or someone else, but get rid of it. Get rid of it and start keeping it real. Because there's unlimited potential. This reading looks like there's potential when I've got, well, the new relationship has come up. Okay, take it slow. Get out of your head. There's, yeah. Okay, here, look, inverted, negativity. Stop speaking a negative. This is inverted. That means it's in your head. This is about negativity, speaking up against negativity. Stop speaking the negativity. You're in self-judgment at the moment, okay? Of course you're negative about yourself. You're going to put an end to that. That will keep you in reaction mode. That will make you codependent. It's not a good place to be in. It's not having to think if we're good enough or not good enough. It's just that we are, we're here, we're now, we're making choices like anyone else. Okay, but you're trying to plot everything out. You're trying to plot everything out in your head. Is this next guy, is this going to last forever? When forever comes and you're still together, then it lasts forever. Till then, you don't know. And wasting energy if you're trying to work that out. People are so long about making relationships. Oh, is this relationship going to last? They're so worried about looking at the things that they missed in the past, and so worried about is it going to happen in the future that they're not in the relationship, they're not in the present. They're not there to make the choices that they need to make, to understand, to see the things. Okay? There's a potential there. The universe is waiting for you to get devoted, Kim, get committed, and seize the opportunity that's presenting before you. And that opportunity is you knowing yourself, you digging deep inside yourself and really getting to know you. Okay? And I'll get you a happy card. How long's this new guy been around for? Be joyful and trusting. Petal card came up for you. Has he pissed you off yet? I hope this helped you.
Kim, I don't have much to say, but I'm going to say this, though, and this will apply to everyone. But it is directed mainly to you. If everyone else gets something with it, good. Yesterday is a memory. Tomorrow is a presumption. Now, this is what a key is. The presumption itself is a memory. Because as you presume something, it becomes a memory because you remember it. You presume it's going to be this way or it's going to be that way. But that itself is the memory now, which is past tense. If you're holding on to presumptions of what things could be, how they could be, all you're doing is holding on to a memory. This moment is all we actually have. And this moment is unfolding exactly as it's supposed to unfold. If you believe it's going to be this way or that way, that again becomes past tense. Allowing it to be exactly what it is and embracing it and being grateful for what it is right now, without expecting it to be anything different than what it is. Things will unfold the way that they're supposed to unfold. Everything does happen for a reason. Every word spoken is exactly the word that one is supposed to hear. But if you're focusing on what could be or what was, you're not going to hear what is being said now. That is all I have for you.
It's hard. Because we want to get in our head and we want to work out the future. What's going to happen? What's going to happen when we know when we get there. It just makes us miss what's in the moment.
What people don't really understand is that we are in the future. This is the future right this moment. See, right now, all you really have is a memory of what was. And right now, well, think about it. If you really think about it, if you can remember the past, you can only be somewhere, which would be the future, remembering the past. And if you're in the past looking right now, this would be the future, right? So nothing else is happening other than this moment. Other than the presumptions, the thoughts, what one keeps thinking about. And even that becomes a memory. And that memory is past tense. We are in the future. We just want it to be different than what it is. We're unable to accept it for what it is right this moment. This is all we have. We don't have the next moment. We have this moment as it unfolds. So you can keep holding on to the next moment and hoping it'll be better than this moment, then you'll miss what this moment has to offer you.
Thank you. Okay. Who would like a reading? Stathi, type another number in the private chat.
Another number.
Another number.
Another number. And the number is looking for a number. I found a number.
has to be between 10 and 30 because we've already got that typed in. So, what is the number? Okay. So if you have not had a reading and you would like a reading, two things can happen. You can pick the right number, all right, and get the free extended reading, or you can always donate. Go, thanks, guys. Here's a Chrissy Prezi. And I'll be like, thank you. Because the price of coffee's going up. Stathi drinks a lot of coffee.
I do drink a lot of coffee. And I still can't get myself grounded.
You can, Kathy, but it's more importantly to assist the person to realize that they have to look into their own space. Otherwise, we keep going external. Hey, Erica. Shawana. So pick a number between 10 and 30 if you would like the number of destiny for an extended reading. Courtesy of the cat that's slightly invisible behind me.
Meow meow. Meow meow.
I'm patting her with my head. I'm sure she wants some food. Brother was cooking tea. I don't know what happened to that. Yeah, he bought ravioli. Still waiting. So, of course she wants food. I better go and feed her.
Your tau no matio no ya no matanayanas ish ma ialau is aumat ikiomat inat ish naus. Dao niomanan diomat ak ayana. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Between 10 and 30, Shawana. Everyone's got good numbers, but no cookies. Above 7, from 10, between 10 and 30. And we have a winner. okay, before you start with this book. Everyone, this is for everyone. You're on mute.
Am I on mute?
You were on
Yeah, I know.
This is for everyone. Bring your focus to your heart chakra. When you do that, take a deep breath and release. Just feel the calmness come over. Now focus on your heartbeat. Keep your focus to yourselves on your heartbeat. You'll feel a warmth. Now bring your focus to your base chakra and just visualize a nice bright red. When you have the visual of the red, take a deep breath. And count to 3, release. Oh, you did too. Okay, we'll do both of you. Alison, I just saw it. You did. I'll give you both of them. Why not? It's ho ho eve.
Amy. Movement. Time to move. Time to move. Time to create finances. Time to create. Time to break free of the old chains. Time to make the choices, to live a life and become what you want to become. Time to be a creative being. Time to step in creation. First card for you, I've got the High Priest in your main pile. Okay. The High Priest. Intend and create. The bottom card of your main pile is the High Priestess. Harness the mystic power. Okay. These two create the same picture. This is the force to be reckoned with. Okay. They create whatever that is they need to create. This is the kicker in the middle. Direction Guardian. Choose your path. What do you hope? What are you after? Okay. Because you're smart, you're switched on. You know what you're doing. I feel like there's some reliance. There's too much reliance. You're waiting for something, someone else to help you with the finances. It's time for you to create it yourself. It just seems, I don't know if there's something you're waiting for financially. Don't worry about it. Okay. Because there seems to be this, like the main action card I've got is stuck in patterns. The Elder card, move beyond ancestral patterns. This is subconscious routines. There's routines here. This is fear. This is the fear that holds us in these routines, and we have to acknowledge that, and we have to break them. Do the shadow work, express gratitude. This is say thank you for showing me the same mistakes that I make or the same routines that I make. You're caught in patterns at the moment, and they keep going around and around and around on the circle, the Wheel of Fortune card. But it's not like, oh, you're stuck in a cycle. And if you don't watch this cycle, if you don't start to break this cycle, this is closing your heart down. It feels like it is closing down your heart space. It's going to make you feel more distance and more distance from more people. Okay, it's time. It just feels like you're guarded. And this is you doing it to yourself. We're like, maybe if something happened, then something good happened, then I could open my heart again. No, it doesn't work that way. Okay? We keep hold on to the old wounding and we close ourselves off. We draw and we attract that which is closed off. It's time for you to open up. Open up and live. Break the patterns. Okay? You know the patterns. You're seeing them. They're being shown to you. We've got Animal Guardian here. Trust your instincts. Your instincts are there, but inverted next to it is weave your reality. That's inverted. All your limitations, all the resistances at the moment are coming from in here. Not out there, are coming from in here. And you need to shift that. You've got the high priest and the high priestess cards together in your main pile. Intend and create, harness that mystic power, but you need to make that choice. That choice is there waiting for you to make the choice. Recognize the patterns and making that change, because the more you keep going on the same way, each day you're going to close yourself off from potential, from so much more. But this is about moving past comfort zones. This is about stepping outside of that box. Okay? It's all waiting for you to happen, but don't go back into those old patterns. This is the universe saying, game on, girl. Game on. Okay? It's waiting for you to rise up. People say, everyone always says, you're exactly where you need to be right now. Well, you're exactly where you are right now. So that's irrelevant for one. It's where we choose to be, depending on the choices that we make. Okay, it's time for you to make a choice. Okay? Most people just do a bit of la-di-da here and there and stay in the same cycles. Buy crystals. You need to break that cycle. We all need to break those cycles. Otherwise, we're just in reaction mode in an energetic ecosystem. Okay? Most people don't see that. Most people think they got their shit. They just react to the ecosystem of energy. Go, I'm spiritual, and they're still victim of circumstances, victim of energy, and we've got to recognize that and move past that. Okay, it's hard. It's not easy. It takes a lifetime. Whatever. We've got to do it. And the universe is saying, time for you now, Amy. Oh, my cats, leave it alone. I just fed them both. I'm sorry, Amy. Okay. I got you three animal cards. Let's see what story they tell you. See, at the moment, the badger, bring your life into balance. That's inverted. Okay, you got to bring it into balance. Because we tip over. That's when people have dramas all the time. How come this is not working? I was going so good. I'm having a shit day today. I'm having good. Doesn't matter what day you have. The day is irrelevant to how you've. Recreate. Okay, inverted. So I've got this first card's inverted. Bring your life into balance. Amy, Badger. Time to bring your life into balance. Second card, inverted. Aspire to a higher knowledge and wisdom. That's inverted. It's waiting to happen. Okay, the third card was sheep. Act with fortitude and cooperation. Okay. If you need to get some help, get some help. Find a mentor. Time to make that choice, because the universe doesn't want to see you closed off and still struggling with the same stuff 10 years down the track. Your higher self, your inner self, or whatever you want to call it, wants you to aspire, wants you to evolve to the potential that's within. You've done it before. You've done it in other lifetimes. Time to do it again. Okay? I hope that's helped you.
There's always two paths. Always two paths. They can lead on to other paths, but there is two paths. There's the one that everybody walks. It's nice, it's smooth, it's comfortable. Many have gone before us, and they've created that smoothness and the comfortable aspect of that path. Then there's the other one. Now, what's interesting is in the other one, many don't even see it. They don't even acknowledge it to be there. That path, though, we have to create it ourselves. It's not something that anyone can create for us. No one can prepare it for us. No one can walk it before us. We walk it ourselves. And as we walk it, things start to reveal themselves for us on that path. You are at the fork at this moment, and you have a choice to make. Now, the choice, look, Brooke mentioned we have choices to make. We really don't have any choices to make because the choices are already made. I'm not one for you have choices to make. I'm one to tell you that you've already made the choice. Now, what you do with it is completely up to you. The expectations are not the path. When you expect something, you're walking on the standard path, the well-trodden path where everybody has expectations, expecting something to occur. The other path is the one that is there for you, but it is up to you to actually walk it. It's for you to make that decision and realize you're already on it. But you have to stop thinking the way that you're thinking. You have to stop the way that you have been doing things. The way that you have been doing them is only going to keep you exactly where you are right now. And yes, where you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. That's why you're here at this moment listening. You're listening to be told that you can walk the other path. And it's not an easy one. It'll never be easy. There are obstacles left, right, and center. There's so much that comes along to prevent you from walking it. That's a strength that you have within yourself to actually make those, or take those steps, I should say. Work on your chakras because your chakras are completely out. Get to understand yourself, get to know who you are, feel yourself, open yourself up to the unknown, as you've already closed yourself off. You're holding on to things that have happened, and they're irrelevant. They have happened. And you're trying to work out on how you can change what has already happened. You can't. It's already happened. Don't worry about what's coming. It's already here. Just those who can see it, can see it. But if you're working on expectations, expecting something, because that's what you're holding on to, an expectation, something, and that's only going to keep you blinded and walking on everybody else's path. Find your own path and walk it. Get to understand who you are. Know yourself for who you are. Allow yourself to experience what you haven't experienced as yet. And that is giving yourself permission to tell yourself, you are worthy. You have to really know that within yourself, that you are worthy to walk the path that you choose. Well, I wouldn't say the word choose. You are worthy of it, but it is up to you. You can hold on to the way it was, or you can just let it all go and say, okay, I'm ready now. And allow it to reveal itself, because it will reveal itself. And when it does reveal itself, this is the part that most will not understand. When it does reveal itself, you'll know that you've always been on it. It's just all the distractions that have been preventing you from seeing it. Open your heart, and that's where you'll feel it the most. And don't worry about what it was, just open it. Sit down, accept yourself, embrace yourself, and you'll see things change. And that's all I have. We're doing Alison. Are you still there, Alison?
You're still on mute, Brooke.
You're welcome, Amy.
Alison Mills. Alison Mills. Wrong Alison.
Oh, shit, it's 11 o'clock. I've got baking to do.
Got baking to do.
Yeah, haven't even had dinner.
Haven't you?
Forgot about that. And I'm still drinking coffee. It's going to be a late night. Okay, Alison. Messages for Alison. Alison, a breath in, please. Big breath out. Focus on the heart space. Expectations. Why so many expectations, Alison? I'm feeling expectations everywhere on how things should be. What do you hope to achieve? Are you prepared to fight? Because it's all there. It's all there for the taking. Okay? This is when you understand. The first card I've got for you, your main pile, is the High Priestess. Right? Harness the mystic power. This is saying that you're a creator being. It's up for you to create what you want, not to wait for it to happen. Okay? And there's judgment on self, there's judgment on others, there's judgment all around. This is right, this is wrong, that shouldn't have happened, they shouldn't have done that. It's just stuff. It's just stuff. There's too much beating, there's too much judgment on self. Okay? The judgment on self can come in heaps of ways. It can come in the blame game, blaming ourselves, beating ourselves up, blaming others. Okay? It's all counterproductive, but at the moment there is so much negativity inside your mind saying how things should be and not enough of doing the work, learning how to create. Okay, I got the she-wolf on the bottom of your pile inverted. Unleash the wild within. This comes up. This is talking about negativity. Negativity that you're speaking upon yourself. This is negativity in your mind. Okay, whether it be to you or others, there's negativity that you're feeding, and you really need to nip it in the butt. Otherwise, things aren't going to change. Okay? Because at the moment, you're tied down, or whatever's going on in your life. This is all you see. You see all the blocks. Your focus is on the blocks around you, what everyone else is doing, what you can't, this is circumstances is your master at the moment. And the reason when circumstances masters us is because of the way we think about it. And the way you're thinking about it, it's like you've trapped yourself. It feels like you've trapped yourself. I got the Seers card. See beyond your current situation. This is getting out of the blame. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame others. Don't blame anything. Just go, it is what it is. What can I do today? What can I do to make things better today? What can I do to make me better? Okay. Your main action card I've got here is the White Witch. Be the light. You know what that says? Right? Because this is about rising above the mundane, rising above the crap, and taking the higher path, taking the multi-dimensional path, getting out of the 3D, taking the high ground, not just being positive. This White Witch is be the light is about understanding. Okay, so the Highest Priestess there, your first card, harness the mystic power, and your main action card, the White Witch, be the light. This saying rise above the light. But you're so focused on all this little stuff happening around you and the circumstances, you're always in battle. It feels like you're always in battle, trying to battle everything. Like this is a fight. Everything's a fight. You're struggling against everything. You're creating resistance against everything, and it's not a. You've got to choose your battles, and your battle at the moment is in here. This is the ground that you need to shift. Okay? I got the Hunter card. Track down your fears and your desires. What is it that you want? What is it that you hope to gain? What is the life that you imagined? But underneath it, it's got inverted. Be the warrior. Are you prepared to seek? Are you prepared to fight for what you want? It's not going to fall in your lap. Everyone wants me to pull cards to say, oh, when's this going to fall in my lap? When you create it. But it's jumped out. Protection Guardian, drop your shields. You're so guarded at the moment, there's no leeway. Everything's a battle. You're making it harder than it needs to be. Okay? Because it's where you got your focus. You need to choose the light, and you need to step into the light, Alison. It's up to you. The universe is saying, step into the light. Stop entangling. Stop worrying about the negativity. Stop worrying about the dramas. It's just stuff. Yeah, sometimes it's exhausting. Sometimes it's a lot of work, but we're going to rise above that. And I got the White Witch action card saying that you're going to rise above that. You're going to rise above it all. And start to do the work on yourself. Start to be the hunter. Start to be the warrior. Drop your shields. Start to understand. Start to know yourself. Start to create. Because at the moment you're not creating. And that's the only way we get the future that we want. We get that timeline that we want is we create it. I've got the camel here inverted. Be forbearing and patient. I had another jumper card inverted. Okay? You're not being patient. You have to be more patient. Give yourself time. Give other people time. This other card come inverted, so it's not happening. It needs to be looked at. the dog spirit. Be disciplined in home and community life. Okay? You got to bring that into balance. You have to bring that into control. It's always like it's a lot of work for all of us. This is the path we choose. We want that path. Okay, because when you start to do that and start to bring something in balance and choose to move forward and do the work, choose that life, then the rabbit spirit will come in and you'll recognize your significance. Because the moment you're just buried under stuff called the 3D circumstances, and we've got to get you out of that, Alison. We've got to get you out of that. You've got to get yourself out of it. It's not my job to get you out of it. It's no one's job except for you. Okay? But time to dig deep and really look at what we want. Really look at what we hope to change. And then start making the choices and taking the steps to do so. It's all that any of us have got. I hope that's helped you.
Alison, we're all creators. Every single one of us is a creator of our own realities. What we don't know, though, is that when a situation has occurred, and we keep looking at that situation, keep thinking about that situation that has occurred, and thinking to ourselves, oh, if I did this, might have been this result. If I did this, it could have been that result. If I did this. But the fact is that that situation has occurred. Now, what is going to happen is because we're thinking about it, how it could have been different without accepting it for what it was, what we do then is we create a new situation, which is going to present all the possibilities that it could have been. So we are creating our own realities, but we're mainly creating what we keep focusing on. It just presents itself very differently or slightly different. And if you can see the pattern, you can alter that. Start changing the way that you see things. Don't worry about things. And I will always state this to everyone, don't focus on what it was. And if you are going to focus on it, accept it for what it was. Everything that has happened cannot be changed. Nothing from this moment that you can think of can be undone. Even when you undo something, it's something else. Everything happens for a reason, and it doesn't matter what it is. What we are here to do is appreciate and accept it, for it is a lesson. Ask yourself, what is it this is aiming to teach me? Because everything is a lesson. As you learn those lessons, you can start looking at different ways on seeing things and creating things. But if you're holding on to the old ways, and thinking that it should have been different or could have been like this or it could have been like that, it will present itself for you to experience the way that it could have been, which is not necessarily going to be a positive or a negative, but it will be different. So we are creators of our own realities. Right now, it is to accept and embrace where you are. Accepting everything that has happened, be grateful for it. And if there's a lesson, ask for the lesson to be revealed. And start working with whatever it is that reveals to you. Now, Brooke mentioned expectations, and that's the first thing that came up to me as well. It seems like you have some form of expectation. Again, don't focus on those expectations. Don't focus because they're presumptions. You're expecting something, you're presuming it to be in a particular way. I mentioned this to someone earlier as well. The more you presume, okay, that is just going to create a memory. It's going to create a thought process, and you're going to create that reality. It doesn't mean it's going to be created the way that you're presuming it. You're best to focus on what it is right this moment. What is around you right this moment? What is it that you can be grateful for this moment? What about what's coming? When it comes to you, whatever it is that's coming, you'll be aware of it, and you can be grateful for it at that time. But until then, if you presume it's going to be this way or that way, there's always disappointment and presumptions. I don't know if you're creative, but I feel that there is some creativity within you, something creative, artistic or something like that. Work on your sacral, because that's an area that needs to be worked on. Work on your base chakra, the two main areas. And the other part is, look, start talking. Speak your truth. What is true for you? It's really important. Start speaking what is true for you. That's going to assist you with your heart chakra as well, but it's going to assist you mainly with your throat chakra. Speak your truth. And if it doesn't feel right for you, don't speak it. Don't speak something that's going to harm someone. If you wouldn't say it to yourself, don't say it to anybody else. Stop over imagining, because a lot of imagination is there. There's a lot of active mind. There's a lot of mind activity within you. So speak your truth. Allow your heart to express itself, and be creative. Do the creative aspect of it, the artistic side of you that is there. I don't know if you've suppressed it, or if you pushed it back, or you stopped doing it, or it's something you'd like to get into. But there is some creativity, some artistic creativity, and keep yourself grounded. And being grounded does mean being present, being here and now, constantly being aware of this moment. When you go into your mind and you start thinking, stop yourself, catch yourself out. You'll start to feel a lot more comfortable within yourself as well. I hope that's helped you.
You know, I do a lot work a lot with wood. Now, this is a bit like life. Is someone can come to me and say, I want this, and I'll create it. But it won't be exactly how they pictured it, because I'm not them. But when I create something for myself, I know exactly what I'm getting. And I can make it to the way I like it, because I'm the creator. So when we expect other people to create for us, who knows what we're going to get? We might have an idea, it might not reach expectations. But when you start to create for yourself, it's a lot more like you pictured, to a degree, if that sort of makes sense. Okay, I've got a paid reading to do for, who was it? Some beautiful person there. So Anna, are you there?
Anna Smith. Beijing Anna Smith. Come to the nearest phone, please.
Anna, oh, there you are. Hey, gorgeous. How you going? Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
Anna, have you been ignoring some red flags? Of late? To do with someone? There is good news. I know, it feels like there's so much you want to say and it hurts. What's going on? What's going on, Anna? Everything happens for a reason, but at the moment the universe is saying, look, there's a reason some things aren't working for you at the moment. Okay? But it's time to... Okay, it feels like you've been... I don't know what's going on, but it feels like you're closed off. It feels like there's someone who's financially bloody... What do you call it? Impulsive. So it's... Yeah, it feels like it's creating a burden, or it's created... Look, first card I've got for you is like... The Impala is a magic guardian. Unlock the magic within, Anna. This is all up to you, how you choose to deal with it, how you choose to dwell on it at the moment. Okay, but I got too much of who's right and who's wrong coming up. Okay, look. Right, wrong. What do you hope to achieve? Okay, because it feels like you're closed off, and then something's happened. I don't know what it's to do with, and it's to do with the relationship or the heart, right? And there's finances around it. I don't know if there's finances around it, but look, the universe is saying, look, just time for you to move forward, time for you to pick up the pieces, time to you to open that heart and start to create. And don't worry about what's happened. Don't worry about what's right, what's wrong. Because at the end of the day, you're just dragging up old stuff that doesn't need to be dragged up, it feels like. Okay, I got the heart guardian here. Love and let yourself be loved. Okay, this is... I got the three of swords here in your profile. Okay, this is talking about heavy-hearted stuff. But it's not about who's right, who's wrong, who did this, who did that. It's all garbage. I got the traveler card, moving in a new direction. Okay, it's time to let go. Okay, because it looks like there were some red flags and they were ignored. I got your main action card I've got here is the medicine guardian. Be open to healing information, but that's inverted. Why? Because you're still in, oh, they did this, or I did this, or you're still in judgment. Okay, the universe wants to show you some stuff, but till you let go and go, well, I should have seen things for how they are. Okay, it feels like, we get ourselves into these messes because we ignore. We just want what we want, and we ignore what's going on happening. We're not present. We're not in the moment. We're looking to the future. We just want a relationship. We get codependent, or we go in with the best things and they hide stuff from us and we can't see it, and it happens, whatever. It's just stuff that happens. But the moment it's about you letting go of all that stuff. Focusing on yourself and opening your heart and being brutally honest with yourself and going, well, I ignored that. This could have happened. I ignored that. That I didn't have any control over. This I ignored, because you seem to be stuck in a cycle at the moment. This is a cycle. This is a pattern, and unresolved and undealt with. You can expect more of that in the future, because that's what that's the resonation. That's what you're resonating with. That's what you're drawing in at the moment. Okay. The universe wants you to rise. It wants you to unlock the magic within you, but you're worried about circumstances and everyone else. It feels like you're almost waiting for validation, for someone else to validate your life and make it happy, when it's up to you. You've got to heal that heart. It's not about right or wrong. It's about healing that heart and understanding why. Acknowledging why we turn the other way. Because if you don't break this pattern, then you're projecting. You're projecting onto whatever you're bringing in. You're projecting your fears, your wounding. You're projecting that into the next relationship, or into the new relationship. Or you're in a relationship now, you're projecting that, the old crap, into that. Okay? So basically someone the other person in the relationship is responsible for your emotional state. And that's energy vampirism. And so many, we've all done it. We all do it here and there. We've got to stop doing that. We've got to heal that. We've got to look into it. Okay? Okay, we've got to get out of that. You've got to break that routine. You're stuck in a routine now. The universe is saying, look, it's within you to do something about it. The universe is saying, look, if you don't do something about it, you can just go around in this pattern and things are as good as they're going to get. Okay? But I've got the be a service card. This is be a service. It's inverted. Be a service to yourself. You have to be in service to yourself. Okay? But instead, you're probably going to try to do everything for the other person to make them happy. Because is up to them to make you feel happy. Pip mew. Can't do that. That will end in tears. One way or another. But you've got to start being a service to yourself, and you've got to start getting that right for you. The universe is trying to help you unlock it, is trying, but you're looking the other way. Because it feels like, well, there's pain there. There's unresolved pain that you're still holding on to. You're still probably blaming the other person. You know, I had some shit things happen with my first marriage, and you know what? I brought so much to the table, regardless of what happened, the choices she made, the choices I made. I'm not playing a blame game with her. Okay? I could write it on, I could tell you what happened, and you'd probably go, oh, that bitch. But she was just her making her choices, and I was just me making my choices. I'm not blaming her for anything. I saw the warning signs. I saw my warning signs, the ones that I could have done something about my stuff, and I chose to ignore. So I can just blame her for her stuff that she chose to ignore on her shortcomings. I can blame another person for their shortcomings. I should be looking at my shortcomings because that's what I'm bringing to the table. And we've got to all look at what we bring to the table. Okay, because the universe wants you to sort this out because it wants your inner self, your higher self, whatever you call it, the universe wants better for you. But it starts with you making that choice. It starts with all of us making that choice. Otherwise, we just we keep doing the same thing. We just end up with more of the same thing. Okay. And your last card is the rat. Be true to yourself, and the universe will reward you. It takes guts. It takes balls. It takes a lot of effort to recognize ourselves, dig that stuff up, and deal with it. There's no way around it. I hope that's helped you.
Cold energy, negative energy. You can keep listening to whomever you listen to who's encouraging you to think the way that you're thinking. It's not going to get you anywhere. What happened. It's past tense. You can live that life as much as you want, so you're just not going to go anywhere. It's just they're holding you back constantly. As Brooke mentioned, you are projecting. You're projecting what has happened onto what is happening now. So you're just reliving it. You're creating your own reality. No one is to blame except for yourself. You're doing this all to yourself. No one else. This is you. This is all yours. You are the responsible person here. You're the person that is responsible for how you feel and where you are right this moment with whomever you're with at this moment. That's all you're doing. And until you pull yourself out of that state, that's the state that you're going to remain in. There's nothing more for you except for your thoughts and what has happened. Pull yourself away from what has happened. Realize it's not happening. And until you do that, this is how you're going to constantly feel, the way that you're feeling right this moment. Cold. empty, hurt, and all the other things that I can say as well. But there's no point. You're listening to too many people, but not listening to yourself. But when you do listen to yourself, it's all about what somebody else has said. It's just a cycle. You just put yourself in a vicious cycle of creating your own issues at this moment. You are responsible for your actions. You are responsible for your feelings. No one can make you feel anything unless you choose. And you've chosen to feel the way that you feel. You've chosen to allow the words of others to affect you. You've chosen the actions of others to affect you. They're your choices that you have made. Now, I said earlier, I'm not into choices, but this is what you're doing to yourself at this point in time. Pull yourself away from where you are. Stop thinking about what has happened. Look at what you are, and is this where you want to be? That's what you really need to be looking at. Do you want to be here? Do you want to be thinking the way that you're thinking? Do you want others to tell you how to feel and what you should be feeling? Because that's all you have at this moment. That's all there is. There's too much in here, way too much. Just this overwhelming, just thoughts, just this cold energy, just this negativity that you're actually living within. And it's actually feeding off you, but you're feeding off it as well. It's time for you to stop what you're doing and start looking at the situation you're in. Is this where you want to be? If not, change. And you can do that. But it is something that you have to do for yourself. No one's going to be able to do this for you. And if you continue this way, this is the way you're going to continue. There's nothing more. So decide what you want. Decide how you want it to be. And go for that. Otherwise, others will decide for you. And so far, others are deciding for you. It doesn't seem like you are capable of doing it for yourself. It's harsh. And I am harsh, and I'll be direct. But this is what I pick up from you. I pick up a coldness around you. I pick up a lot of negativity around you. And all of that is because you're allowing it to occur. You can stop the moment that you say, I want to move forward and I don't want to live the life that I've lived. I want a better way for myself. This is all you. I don't have anything else, but I hope that really does help you. Pull yourself out of where you are and start making decisions for yourself. Don't let yesterday control you. And look at what you do have, and can you appreciate what you do have. And don't project your yesterdays onto everything around you today. And that is all.
It's hard, Anna. It is hard. But that's all that we have. That's all that we'll do. That's all we can do. Okay? You hang in there. I hope things work out. I hope you make things work out. It's up to you. Well, I'm spent and I've got other stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming tonight. I don't know when I'll be live next time. Depends how busy I am. I think I've got some time off next week. I might do some shows. Yeah. But when that happens,
Yeah.
it's 11:34 here.
It's midnight here.
It's 4 past midnight there.
12:03.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed our Christmas special. I guess we'll see you next time we're looking at you.
Yeah.
I had the, oh, there it is. I've got the Stathi intro. Cool. Okay. Bye, everyone. See ya. Merry Christmas.
See you, guys.
Thank you, Cindy. Merry Christmas, Cindy.
Hello, Cindy. Band Cindy.
What?